Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you on an adventure through one of the most historical, rich and spiritual cities on the planet, Jerusalem. Whether you're a historical buff, or a foodie, or just love exploring like me, Jerusalem has something incredible to offer. This is going to be an incredible journey. This was the last place, or the last week, where Jesus lived his life. Can you see behind me the golden onion? That is the grotto of Gethsemane, or the gardens of Gethsemane. That is the place where Jesus was arrested. We're going to go down there and have a look. I stand on the Mount of Olives, then walk through the gardens of Gethsemane and try to imagine the last days of Jesus Christ. We're in the church of Gethsemane, and behind me you can see the gardens of Gethsemane. This is where Jesus was arrested. Such a peaceful sight. Just about to enter the church of Gethsemane. Just look at this. This is such an incredible thing to do. Beautiful. Oh my God, pardon the pun, but look where I am, the old city of Jerusalem. Faced with trials, false accusations and jeering crowds, Jesus stood resolute. Innocent, yet condemned. He's mocked and eventually sentenced to crucifixion. City of David. This is the original floor and the original wall. Yeah, this is over 3,000 years old. We're now in the Jewish quarter, working our way up towards Temple Mount. It's the Wailing Wall. There we go. Cool. There we go. And I need to put one of these things on my head. Put a little note into the wall. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. This is my little note. And it says, can you see that? Travel the world, life is for living. Here's my little note. This is amazing. who was able to follow the route where Jesus Christ carried his cross to be crucified. Okay, so what they're saying is Jesus came from up there carrying the cross, and he came around this corner. Yep, that's what that is up there. I don't know whether you can see. And he came along here. And they say that he put his hand on the wall here to steady himself. And he then continued up this way hill. We're now exiting the Via della Rosa and now coming into the Christian quarter. We're at station number 7. Station number 7 is where Jesus fell down for the second time. We're now in the Christian quarter. This was liberated by the Crusaders. And a Knights Templar. We're in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Underneath the altar, there's a rock, and that rock was where Jesus' blood spilled onto. Just behind me is the actual place where Jesus was crucified. Now that was a surreal experience. Wow. Who would have thought it? This is an amazing fact. You see all these, we're on Mount Olive, or the Mountain of Olive. All these graves are Jewish graves, and all facing in the same direction is because the Jews believe that when the Messiah returns, they are facing the walls of Jerusalem, feet first, and their head is looking at the wall. And they say on the return of the Messiah, all the dead Jews will come back to life, and they all want to be the first one to be awakened. However, if you can see in the very far background where the wall is, yeah, they are Muslim graves. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. The Muslims have put their graves there because a Jewish person cannot pass over a Muslim cemetery. Yeah, which means if these all awaken on the return of the Messiah, they cannot enter Jerusalem. Wow.